Hi, I'm Marie Eldridge. I'm an educator at Handi Quilter, and we are in the studio today, and we're going to talk about the Swiss cheese ruler. This is an awesome ruler. I am so liking this new ruler. There are 3 different sizes on this one. So you can see they're different circles. One is a 1/4 inch circle, one is a 3/4 inch circle, and one is 1 1/4 inch circle. And you can see it's kind of cut out of a square, so it is like a piece of Swiss cheese, and it's just the right size for your hand and to get everywhere on your quilt. So let me just show you a few things that I've done with this ruler. First of all, we'll start over here at this end, and you can see this is the 3/4 size, alternated with just the little one, the 1/4 inch. That 1/4 inch is just sweet. And this is just doing a swirl inside of there and filling it up. And you can see the difference of using them together. This one right here is just using the 3/4 inch and filling in the background. And I love how the dark thread looks on this and makes it shine out, and I'll show you a couple of places where I've used this on a quilt, one with a dark thread and one with white thread. Look how sweet these little teeny circles are. They are just cute. I love that 1/4 inch size, and there are a lot of different ways that I use it. One way that I really like using it is in the middle of a background fill, where I'm just stippling everything to death, and then I'll use that to just give a little bit of relief. This one in the corner is, you can just use that circle. This is the 3/4 inch to make the perfect center, and then just swirl out and fill that in. And you can see again the difference in adding the threads to the background of it. Anything on an angle is always cute, right? So these are the 1 1/4 inch circles, and you can see how just adding a little tiny circle or a little circle that's filled. These are some that I have filled the circle in, so I'm just going to show you how to do that. First of all, I always get my thread set before I bring my ruler in, so I'm going to get that. And then again on this, the ruler that has a gap, you're going to just, you have your needle up and you'll slide that over the hopping foot. I'll put my needle down right where I want to start that circle and then position the circle. And it always surprises you how much of it takes off, so that the circle gets smaller. Usually we're used to adding to the circle. So I'm just going to hold that and we'll just go around, and you kind of have to be a contortionist to do this, but since I've got that held down, then I can just use it to keep me inside the lines. So I'm using the ruler and I'm stopping when I get to the outside, and that's what gets those lines just like that. So the next one I want to show is just to swirl this, and I'll show you how these look when you put them on your quilt. What happens is one will puff up and one will go down. So it's kind of quilted down. Same thing, I'm just going to start right here on this side of this. And then I'll bring my ruler in. And you have to, so this has grid lines on it. You can turn it this way and line up your grid so you know exactly where you're going to be. But you need to center that so you've kind of taken away a 1/4 inch on each side, here and here. And then put your hopping foot at the edge of that ruler. So once I do that, then I can just go around once. And then I'm just going to swirl in, swirl out, and I'll end up on the other side of it. So I'm ready to move on and do the next one. So I'll just show you what that looks like on a quilt. So here's these little circles with one quilted and one not, just with that little swirl inside of there. And of course, anytime you add a string of circles, it looks good. This is one of my favorite things to do, is like if I'm doing a background fill, I can add the ruler to this when I'm doing pebbles. And every circle isn't always perfect, but I can add that one or two in there that look perfect. So one day I'm hoping to get really, really good at my pearls, but till that happens. So you can do circles, you can do your little mini circles in a half circle or a circle. You can do them in a row. This is again showing just how you can add them there. And I have one last, I'm not sure how good you can see this on this dark thread, but I have put the mini circle on the inside, and then like here, quilted around the outside of these petals. Now I want to show you just a couple of quilts that I've used this Swiss template on. So notice the center of the flower petal. And then also the center of the flower. So here are the 3/4 inch circles used on an angle. And then you can also see if you use the circles on an accented triangle. Put your feather inside. You are going to love this ruler. Notice on this quilt you have the large circles, small circles, the large circle filled in. And also on a polka dot, you can use it to accent that center circle and then just echo out.